All right, let's see what happens. Hoping for the best. Yeah, man. As I die. I really don't know. And I feel like I had less problems when I had a crappier setup. It looked worse and it sounded worse, but it worked better. Now I'm constantly trying to figure out some bullshit that it's like, why is there so many? Is it worse? So many issues. Is it bad? This is going on normal. That's such a trap. Normal latency. About the same. Sorry, guys. I really don't know. I basically had to start an entirely new stream because that was the only way I could change the settings. And it's still just as bad. It may just be my internet here. I really don't know. Last week it worked fine. This week it does not work. So I don't know. You want to see what happens if I disable the camera? Let's see. Does that work better? Does that change the So when I went to the YouTube settings, it said to actually raise the bitrate, that it was too low. I think I had mine at 2500 and it said I should be running it at 4500. So I actually raised it when it was running like shit, and that didn't help. I think it probably is still set to 4500 though, so I guess I could lower it back down and try that again, but I can't imagine that's the problem. I don't know. Still the same. I think I could probably do that real quick. Let's see. Better than the last setting, but still laggy. It's not that bad. Yeah, I perpetually do not understand what the actual issues are. Why anything is how it is. I think I could lower this down to, how about 1500? Let's see. I'll turn myself back on and see if that helps. So this is at 1500. So you tell me if this is any better. Maybe I'll lower it down to, we'll get down to 1 bit and see how that looks. Tons better? That did help? Okay. Maybe that's just something I need to realize in the future is lower the bitrate. Okay, cool. Thank you guys for sticking with me. That fucking sucked. I really hate technical difficulties. This is like easily one of my favorite things that ever happened in a video game that we're about to play, so I hope everyone can see it, because this is like literally why I talk so highly about Kickmaster, is this one villain here. I've shown it before, but I have like this perler thing I made for my wife back when we were dating, and I was like, she wanted to try perlers, and then I would just sit around getting drunk and making this one perler, which is this one. I should probably, hold on. Yo! Hooray! Yeah, seems like I just had one of them last year. Look, you can still see her head here. Do you see it? It's like a little hat that I'm wearing. Yeah, thank you guys for waiting and hanging. Sorry, it was fucked up. And thank you for the birthday wishes. It's very kind of you guys. And for hanging with me on my birthday. It's awesome. Still jumps occasionally, but very watchable. I guess I could keep lowering it down. I don't know how it looks. If it's like quality-wise, looks bad, but something good happened there. Whatever it was. Ugh. That's actually kind of annoying. The leave it as it is. Okay, cool. You got it. Tyler Langford, dude, I think your reviews are on par with SNES Truck. Oh, thank you. When are you gonna blow up? You'd have to ask him. He controls the internet. But that's a huge compliment. I am a big fan of his. He kind of was what convinced me, honestly, to do this channel. Because I think for years I thought that, like, most retro game reviews were kind of like, they were trying too hard to be like comedy, you know? They always had like skits and personalities and stuff, and none of those motherfuckers had personalities. Not to sound like better than or something, it's not that, it's just like, it just wasn't my style. The Angry Video Game Nerd was the only one I liked, and then there was like 100 people I thought were terrible versions of him. And then SNES Drunk was the first one I saw that I was like, oh, he's just like talking. This is just like a straightforward review, and he like genuinely loves the games, and that's all there is to it. And it's like, that's kind of all I ever wanted to do. Maybe add some humor in there, but like really just be as straightforward as possible. Yeah, we all ended up with too many copies of AVGN, unfortunately. Now everybody hates that dude. I mean, not everybody. I don't hate that dude, but lots of people love to chime in and talk shit about him, even when they're complimenting me, which I don't get. So yeah, wait. I don't know if it'll show you level 2. So I have a slide now. What I was trying to say is that the slide kind of sucks, and that it's down forward, and it's down forward, but like there's times where you're just trying to kick somebody low and you accidentally slide. Loud and angry doesn't always equal entertainment. You're correct there. You should be able to slide through this, but it's not letting me, so we're gonna go the slow way. Ugh. Blow up? I don't know. I thought my channel was kind of growing pretty quick there for a minute, and it was, and then it kind of just slowed down. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It just it was like going really quick, and then all of a sudden just slowed down. And I haven't done anything differently. If anything, I like the videos I've been doing recently more than ever. It's just you cannot control YouTube. It controls you. So let's see. I saw this guy. Damn it, how did he do it? He must have the turbo button or something. He just sat there like that and just kicked every enemy repeatedly. Oh boy, I'm gonna die. Yep. Your association with the channel. Who's trying to be AVGN? Nowadays, not as many people. It's I feel like it was more of like a 2010 thing. There are other magics you can use, but I never use them because the healing is so useful. Kind of like the Legend of, or the what's it called? Zelda 2 conundrum. Like you never want to use any of the other magics because you're saving it for your health. I think if I had slid through there, yeah, you can just slide right past them. So just like that, I don't think I'm gonna have enough. I don't. Just like that, this guy just hung out here and went like that and destroyed everybody. And I have to assume that it was like a turbo. I don't know how he did that. He was one of these wizards I've heard so much about. Oof, doing so much worse this time. Damn, so much worse that time. Big's big day, yeah, that's me. Biggs. I've never been called that in my life. All I can think of is a guy I play soccer against who is a very large human. And so I get it. Oh, that works. When in doubt, drop it on him. There we go. I've been debating making shorts again, which I don't really like doing. But I did notice that the last time I feel like my channel kind of grew was because of shorts. At the time, I don't think I attributed it to that, but looking back, that probably is why, just because of how YouTube works. It's like I fucking hate shorts. It's just not the right platform for it. But from what I understand, people do actually watch them, and it seems like it's not just that YouTube is pushing them, but I think it is part of how it pushes other content. Is like whether or not you're using it or not. So you may see some shorts. Try not to judge me too harshly on them if they're really boring. Or really not boring. They won't be boring. That's the thing, is like the shorts I made I liked. They were like kind of mini reviews of covers. I thought they were funny, but they were kind of like, they're just not the right content for that format. It needs to be shorter and more to the point, and it's not necessarily something you need to spend that much time on. But like I kind of burnt myself out on that Batman review because I went back to back to the Metroid, and then I went right back into it. I finished it like the night before. I was before it came out, so I don't know why. It's not like I was like super pumped on it. Just really ground it out at the end. So I need to do something else and just reset for a week or two. Play some Kickmaster. That's the ultimate reset. Although I'm not really doing that hot. You can see how overpowered the knee drop is. You really can use it all the time against every enemy. It's super effective. Sorry. I got this thing I'll probably review at some point. It's like, and I looked it up and people have already talked about it, so I don't know like how interested I am to like really go into it. But this thing I got at Walmart when we were going up to North Carolina for like a vacation. Fuck, should have just killed him. That's like a really shitty Game Boy. It's like $10, but it plays NES games. So I was like pleasantly surprised at how decent it was. And it outputs really weird. It's headphone to like RCA, but it does actually work, the output. So I may either stream with it or do a full review on it soon. I'll show it to you in a second. This thing, this shitty little fake Game Boy was $10 in the checkout line at Walmart in fucking North Carolina. What's in North Carolina? Mountains. The mountains are in North Carolina. It's actually, if you've never been to North Carolina, and I mean, you live in the Northwest, so it's probably somewhat similar. It isn't that weird. Yeah, sorry. North Carolina it's very beautiful. This isn't that weird. No, it's just some cheap piece of shit. What's amazing to me is that for $10, this cheap piece of shit will play 500 games, will play the music from Mighty Final Fight, and actually has Mighty Final Fight on here. That's amazing. Amazing. Like, as someone who's grown up with this my entire life, the technology has become so condensed and widespread that you can get this thing that I've been trying to play my whole life for $10 that has hundreds of games. Like, I would have killed to have that thing as a kid. Killed to have that thing as a kid. I don't care how many crappy Chinese bootlegs are on there. Like, it's amazing. Level up. I don't know what move we got. I should have been paying better attention to the move list at the beginning. Got some cool wizards out here. This is a classic kid palette right here. It's like orange and purple with then several colors of blue. It's so distinct. Like, you can just, especially recently as I've just been playing more of it, you can really see it. As soon as you see that look, it's like, oh, kid made this. You can do the same with Konami too, obviously, and Capcom in certain games. But it's less present in other developers. It's just not as like distinct, something like that. Yeah, the music does rule. Funny, I'm working on porting your PS3 library to your Steam Deck. Yeah, obviously they're way more impressive. Portable things with way cooler games. I mean, I have a PS Vita that I hacked so you could just play whatever game you wanted to, and I was like in awe of that because I never had one. But you know, being able to like play any game you want on the Steam Deck, I'm sure is pretty rad. Oh, you fucking dick. Oops. Yeah, the background looks amazing. The like slight parallax that's happening here. Yeah. What cool moves do we get? Let's see. I don't remember any of them. Cool. I've been rewatching Game of Thrones, which is a big mistake. I don't know why I'm doing it, but it's because I'm reading the books, and so in my head, all I'm really doing as I'm reading it, although the book is, I think I'm on the 3rd book now. There are differing paths starting to show up, but you know, once you're reading it, especially after you've seen the show, then you kind of want to just remember what visually happened and maybe like some of the differences. I kind of go back and be like, oh yeah, they didn't, you know, that character doesn't exist. They kind of combined it with this character. Still very good. Still a very good show. I'm only on I think I would just start the 2nd season. It's a very good show until it's not. Oh. Whoa. I mean, I played this before, but I don't remember this guy. Okay. Alright, now we're on track. Only took us a half hour of technical difficulties to be... I don't even know what level we're on. The 5th level. Okay. This has the 2nd coolest boss, the octopus. Not as cool as the lady with wolves for legs, but still pretty cool. You can technically kind of just hang out and farm for items. It's not really necessary. The game is not that difficult until the very end. But if you wanted to, like, I could just hang out here and collect magic, assuming I actually caught it. Come on. Okay, not hitting him. Jesus. Come on. Some cool details just in this one little scene, like the little bit of rope up there for some reason. They didn't have to include that. It doesn't serve any purpose. You can't interact with it, but it looks neat. Why can I not hit you, buddy? There we go. Yeah. Look at this guy. I think you're lost, dude. Look. Rip diddle lip dip dip dip. It's your birthday. Thank you, Chill Rhino. Who I'm just gonna call you Chillerino for the end of time. But thank you so much, man. That means a lot. That's awesome. Thank you. I feel like I'm not gonna kill this dude because he doesn't. I think he just doesn't want to work anymore. Oh, he killed himself. Never mind. I'm telling you, that leg drop completely overpowered. What? How do I not have enough magic? Damn. This shit takes a lot of magic. Like, so just slide through him takes 3 or 4 hits, but 1 knee drop will kill that dude. I don't know. I guess I can't get it to work now. Maybe it's because I have this. No. Well, this isn't gonna last long. Yeah. Look at this thing. Look at this thing! Bring your octopus ass out here. Let's do this. Yeah. Bye. Lickmaster. Yeah, that's a good name. Yeah, isn't that incredible? Like, that's what I mean is, like, I know everyone wants to have the hot take and be like, this is a hidden gem, but, like, I'd never heard of this game. Never. And it wasn't until I got it, I don't know, years ago that I was like, wow, this is a lot better than I thought. And then years later, I actually played it, and I was like, this is some of the best design I've ever seen. I don't know if gameplay-wise it's really that fun compared to Castlevania or Ninja Gaiden, which it's clearly trying to emulate, but it is really impressive. What does it take to make an octopus laugh? Tell me. Tentacle? Like, this is some super Castlevania music. I don't know what these magics are. I haven't used a single one. Force shield magic. Okay. Let's see what we got here. We got... Of course, it doesn't tell you what they are. Question mark. I have no idea. They just have weird symbols. This one is the healing, but for some reason I can't get it to work. Yes, everybody. I will yell it from the tops of the mountains in North Carolina. Kickmaster is the real deal. It is criminally underrated. It should be the one that everyone is dying to make content about and talk about how it's the great, you know, lost game or whatever. Like, it's that good. Boo. Yeah, right. It absolutely sounds like something from Castlevania 3. But you're right, it's like one note is like slightly different so that you don't get it confused, right? Fart Punch. Wow, that's quite a name. Yeah, it's the same developer as both G.I. Joe games. Kid also made the second one. The Atlantis one that Capcom put out. I will probably do a review of both of them at once. That is the big kid game I haven't got to yet. And there's one more I tried to play. It's really not very interesting, which is Rock and Ball. It's a pinball game. It's not really a lot to say about it. So I probably won't do a full review of that, but I would love to say I've covered every kid title. And then there's Rekka, which I have not. Yeah, I like to have the game itself and play it, but I don't have Rekka, and I think it's kind of expensive from what I understand. Cool. Mine's starting over. Yeah, I should have. You didn't miss the technical difficulties of the first 30 minutes, so I think you're okay. But yeah, if you never played Rekka Summer Carnival, it is quite a technical masterpiece. So I'll talk about that too. But I think that's all of them. There might be one other Famicom title I don't know about, but actually got a few new Famicom games at the local game convention thing, the Southern Fried Game Expo, which is you know, these days I don't really have a lot of games I'm trying to get, and I don't know, something about, I'm like so particular about the way I like buy games that I usually have an idea of how much they cost, you know, and like what the market value is, but like going to a convention, I always see a bunch of shit and I'm like, is that a good price? I don't know. I'm not as deep into the Super Nintendo and Genesis prices, which are like the other two systems I kind of collect for. Super Nintendo especially right now. So I don't really know if, like, I don't know, $50 for whatever game is worth it. So, yeah. God damn it. So, but Famicom games I don't have. And if I could tell, it's one that wasn't released in the US or Europe, then I'm definitely going to try and pick it up if it's not too expensive. These are all like, I don't know, $5 to $10 or something. So I got like the two Gambari Goemon games, which weren't released in the US. This game called Lost Word of Jenny, which sounds like the worst name but awesomest game possible. And then one of those like 10-in-1 kind of mystery carts that I think are really interesting, and I will be talking about at some point on this channel. I have a whole series planned for like kind of like what happens after the NES is over and you get into like Eastern Europe and Asia, the games they got there after all those weird like Street Fighter 2 games that you can play. And then yeah, and then kind of moving into the homebrew scene and stuff, the modern era of the Nintendo. Oh, cool. Oh, Famicom cables. Oh yeah, I do still need that. Thank you for thinking of me. I think I also don't have the RAM thing for the what's it called, the Famicom disk system. But I just got an email saying, you know, I've talked about the AVS, the like the very nice system that can play it can play the Famicom, it can play PAL games at the correct speed and everything. And I just got an email saying they are going to be sending them out soon, I guess. And by soon, probably next year. But like I ordered it, I think 2 years ago, so it's finally going to come. At which point, then, yeah, the Famicom will be mostly for footage, mostly just to show what I'm talking about, more than actually play it. But then I will start streaming, you know, Famicom games. I'll be able to stream like Utopia, or Euphoria rather, a game I talk about all the time, but have never streamed. Boy, that sound effect is annoying. The harpy magic. This magic will allow you to fly. Okay. UN Squadron. Yeah, that is good. Yeah, the Dindy and all that stuff is really interesting. Something that I've really been fascinated with. So, like, I'm going to take a brief pause here. You know, I talk about the NES in context of, like, how I understand it, which is, like, I was a kid, it existed, my friends had it. So we knew about the games that we had and where you'd rent it or friends had or, like, you know, you see in magazines. And then when the Super Nintendo came out, then those games stopped existing. I had, you know, some of the later games or whatever. But, like, so I have that context where it's like I could talk about games that were released in 1992 or 1993, like Kickmaster, and know that a lot of people didn't play them because A, they're expensive, and B, they came out in that era when not a lot of people were playing the NES. But what I found on this channel is I get a lot of comments from people in Russia and in Poland and in, you know, Ukraine or whatever, who had the Dindy and the Pegasus and these like weird Famicom bootlegs, and a lot of those games were really popular. A lot of people played a game that was never released, Time Diver Eon Man, that I talked about, was on one of those carts in Eastern Europe in the like Cold War, post-Cold War era. So it's like really fascinating that that there's like what to me is like completely obscure and rare and something I think is interesting to talk about and kind of turn people onto, was like extremely prevalent in certain parts of the world. Like, that's fascinating. How cool. It'd be like, I don't know if like, I don't know what a rare movie is. I don't know. If like Evil Dead was like the most popular movie ever made in Bolivia. You know, it's like, that's what it feels like. It's like, oh, like your favorite, you know, like everyone in Singapore loves King Crimson or something. It's like, what? Why? Like, I'm not saying that's like so unusual, but it's like, why that, you know? That's what it seems like. Why is Power Blade 2 like such a popular game with Russian commentators? That game is, yeah, it was nothing here, you know? So it's really interesting to me. So that's like part of the story, right? Is like how other countries and cultures experience the system in totally different ways, and which games were kind of more prevalent. And it does seem like a lot of the ones that we think are obscure from 91 to 94 were the ones that were super available for whatever reason. How do you get these? Like, what's the point of putting these up there? Oh, look. Whee! I've just been too busy dropkicking. I didn't realize I had this move. Whee! Whoa! It is not very effective. Yeah, it's... The dropkick is so good that it spoils every other move for you. There we go. Dope. Oh shit. Now we're getting real Castlevania-like. Man, that is a good tactic. I'm fucking blazing through this shit. Sick. Oof. Got double ganged. Oh shit. I'm convinced my select button is broken. I have not used any magic, and that's not intentional. Oh, I didn't select it. I'm so stupid. I was like, why isn't it working? Well, it doesn't really matter. As you can see, the game, it doesn't have limited continues or something like that, which would have made this a lot harder. You can continue as many times as you want. I guess the NES had the laser scopes microphone. Yes, it did. I wish it worked like an actual microphone. Like I could, I mean, it does, technically. I don't think I could like coordinate it so that it would talk through there, but fuck it. Let's see if it helps. Alright, this is where the game gets hard. In effect. Boo, boo, boo. Jesus, these first guys are killing me. So this is one of the only things I don't like about this game is as you upgrade your various abilities upgrade. So like now, instead of having one kick that you can kick quickly, you have this 18 frame move that takes forever to come out. All right, this is actually quite hard to see. I don't think I can play this. This is the hardest part, so I think I would have saved that. If I played this again, I'll try that. I'll try some laser scoping. That is something I wish I don't currently have a great setup for is the light gun games. Not that I would necessarily want to stream that, because I think that'd be maybe a little too repetitive for a stream. There are games I'd like to talk about. Oh boy. But probably never will. The power pad too, I should probably do a video about that. Not about the power pad in general, but like Short Order Explode is a game I'd like to play, and there's another one. Maybe that's for the Power Glove. Street Cop is definitely on my like obscure list. Jeez, this guy is fucking me up. I do have a video about Hatris. This is one of my first reviews. I love that game. Love that game. That review is like only about 2 minutes long, which is, yeah, the review I just did of Batman Returns is like almost 12 minutes. Which is a long time to be talking about one game, in my opinion. That isn't like a Metroid-style game. Like I talked about Wizards and Warriors 3 for about that long, and there's a lot going on in that game, so that makes sense to me. But Batman Returns, I don't know if it needed to be quite that long. It just ended up that way. But something I've realized, especially with the early reviews, is some of them were too short. And maybe there isn't much more to say about Hatris, but probably could have said a minute's worth more about Hatris than I did. But also, something I've really strived not to do is like pad videos just to pad them, just to make them longer. I can tell when people are doing it. You can just tell when there's like a lot of the same idea being conveyed in slightly different ways for way too many minutes, when you could just sum it up a lot quicker. That's all I got? Shit. That sucks. I don't know if I can drink a second cream soda. Those things are like pure chemical sugar. Jesus. Will it start me right there? Yes. Okay. Slide, you dick. Jesus. It really is like a fairly easy game, I would say, until that point. Like until you get here, and then the difficulty really ramps up. And the only thing that's super challenging is that, god damn it, that the floors start disappearing. So you'll like slightly jump up, and then you like can't you'll accidentally go back down and there's nowhere to go. But the other part is the enemies are a lot harder. And when you die, you have to do all this again. Let's see. There we go. Okay, that kills you. So what's the point of that? I was thinking I could hit the spikes and then come back. Full quiet. This is something maybe you guys know the answer to. I actually hit up the developers, or they hit me up about something, and then I asked them. A bunch of you guys sent me the ROM of it, because I have the cartridge, but the way I record footage is via ROM. So a bunch of you guys sent me the ROM. I can't get the ROM to work on my... I have a Mac. I can't get it to work. It kind of starts up, and then the guy immediately like falls through the floor, and then that's it. And I asked the developer, and he said maybe it was like the emulator, but the emulator I have is like the only one I've been able to find that really works well on the Mac, called OpenEMU. So I don't know what the solution to that is, and that's what's preventing me from reviewing Full Quiet and the Garbage Pail Kids games, because I'd love to. I thought both of them were really interesting. But I cannot get it to work on my emulator. And I can record footage the way you're seeing it now. I just don't quite like that setup. It doesn't look quite perfect, and then it's harder for me to edit. It just takes more time. think I want the other one. Yeah, that one. You'll email me. Yeah, sorry about the stream issues there earlier, guys. But after much trial and error, I think we got it. I don't know if anyone watched Community, but there's like a movie that they're obsessed with called Kick Puncher, where he has punches that are the strength of a kick. Oh, come on. I didn't slide into that. I mean, I did, but I didn't mean to. And yeah, that was the first thing I thought of today. I was like, I don't know if anyone's going to get that joke. It's kind of a very specific Community joke. But, yeah, I gotta say, Kickmaster is probably the lamest title. And the idea that someone is, like, especially dangerous because of their kicking power is pretty funny. Oh, come on. You have, like, a jump kick. That's what I was trying to use there, but it did not come out. So. One of the slight issues with using a 2-button controller like this is like sometimes it just doesn't work the way you think it's going to. God damn it. Damn it. Now I have to do all that again. I guess I am going to drink another cream soda. You guys were talking about Kick Puncher. That's awesome. Say I should just go with Windows. Yeah. You know, I gotta say, as someone who used Windows for a long ass time until maybe like the mid, like 2015 or something, I much prefer the interface, the non-virus getting, as someone who was always, you know, torrenting or doing something stupid, you know, whatever the hell I was into, I was always having issues with viruses and stuff like that. I feel like as someone who's not as tech savvy as, I'm probably more tech savvy than most people, but like not as tech savvy as most of y'all. I find that it's very easy for myself to create problems where I didn't need to, or to not really know the answer to problems where I didn't know, you know. So the Mac has kind of proven to be a little more foolproof in that respect. However, I never anticipated that I would be doing streaming ever in a million years. Even when I started getting into the games, like making reviews and stuff, I never really thought about streaming. So it's been a challenge because I'm committed to it. I love doing it, but it's like I already have, this is my wife's computer I'm using to stream on. Then I have my computer that is what I use to edit, which I think actually my mom gave to me. And then I have another computer, which is my actual MacBook that is older than that. So it's like to buy a fourth computer to do just this one thing that is like very fun and something I want to be better. I can't necessarily justify it just for that. I think if I was like trying to go full Twitch or something, then maybe. But you know, my focus is on making videos and streaming once a week and trying to get it as good as I can for the setup I have. And y'all can definitely thank Elucidus. He's been helping me try and get it better and better. But it's still something like I'm struggling with. But you know, it's there's just gonna be limits. Fuck me. I really should not have died there. That's gonna make this harder. I'm just gonna die there. It's not worth gonna call it. Well, thanks for being here. This is the last level, so I should be able to complete this fairly soon if I don't keep dying. It's not as hard as Bucky. Only games like Bucky or Castlevania 3 am I going to play for 4 hours because I gotta beat it. Although I think maybe I streamed Castlevania 3. I had my wife hang out with me. It was one of the first games I streamed, and I did not beat it. I gave up. And not that I regret it, but I don't think, having done this about a year since then, I wouldn't do that now. I would keep going. I just know that I'm probably only ever going to stream a game once that isn't Zelda 2. So, like, it seems silly to not beat it unless I just absolutely know I can't do it. I gave up on Shatterhand, and I might have been able to beat it, but honestly, like, there's like 2 levels I was like really struggling with. It didn't seem like it was gonna... God. Fuck! It's so frustrating. This is what I mean. I'm kind of rambling a bit and jumping around here, but the extra moves are cool, right? They give you like this extra kick and stuff. The problem is that sometimes they come out when you don't need them to. In that case, I was not trying to slide, and so I accidentally slid to my death. Sometimes you're just trying to jump, and the jump kick will come out, so you end up flying across the screen to your death. Sometimes you're just trying to hit somebody real quick, and it does this stupid spin move while you miss them, and they kill you. It's super annoying. Would I try Clash? I do really like Clash of Demon Head. It's a little confusing, so I don't know if I am adept enough at it that I could navigate it easily. I feel like I did okay at Goonies, and you guys kind of knew what to do with Goonies as far as where to go. But a lot of those kind of Metroid-style games, I feel like I would just be spending too much time being like, well, where do I go now? And maybe the chat would just know all the answers to that, but like, I'm not going for it. That's how I died last time. But if not, you're going to be watching me kind of just putter around for a while. Like, I don't think I could play the original Metroid. I would not. Without a walkthrough, I cannot get very far in that game. There we go. So yeah, in that respect, the experience is it's a little overrated. There's there's like kind of a point that you need, but honestly, it's like that drop move gets you everything you need. All the other abilities are not really that useful. They look cool if you can remember what the input is for them. Nothing. Nothing. Whew, alright. That's the furthest I've made so far. This guy, I think, is pretty straightforward. Kind of just wait for him to come over here. Look at that background, though. Like, it's incredible how few colors there are in that to create that kind of definition. Oh shit, what are you doing over here? That was weird. You like changed the programming all of a sudden. I was in the zone, I wasn't even paying attention. No, what the fuck was that? Oh, the floor disappears? Bullshit. Sorry, sorry to yell. I was not expecting that. I thought I was taking my sweet time there. Trying to get my my potions up, and then the floor just disappeared. Okay. Come on. Come on. There we go. Oh. Don't want to have to do that again, but here we go. Oh, I'm gonna hate doing this again. And that kind of Castlevania-style knockback isn't really in the rest of the game. It really is only in this section, and that's why, it's, again, maybe one of the downsides of this game is it's like pretty easy until you get here, and then it's like not unfair, but it is a little more cheap. You kind of wish the whole game had either been like that or not at all. Where it's like you're just jumping around and they're gonna surprise you with that. And it's like that hasn't been in the game the entire time. God damn it. Now I gotta do all this again. No fucking way. Sorry for the death here. It is a lot easier if you can at least get past the first boss with all your lives. So let's try it again. Like, I almost wish I could disable certain abilities. They really hinder you more than they help you. It's pretty obnoxious. No, that's how I've died. We're not doing that. All right. Whew. All right, do the hard part. I mean, not. It gets harder, but that's as far as I wanted to make it without dying, at least. Sweet. Shout out to Cascade. You said something about your uncles had Leisure Suit Larry. I used to love that game. I had one friend who, I don't know why they had it, but they did. And we would sneak in there to play it. I was in awe of it. It's funny to look at it now and see how like primitive it is, but at the time I thought it was pretty racy. Okay, I don't know what hit me there. This is a really rad sprite, the centaur. He looks pretty awesome. Yeah, alright. Now we're in business. All we gotta do now is not fall to our deaths. Not fall to our deaths. That's all we gotta do. Not use the jump kick. Not use the slide. Not get hit by one of those stalactites. Actually, that might be stalagmite because it's on the floor. Somebody can verify that. I should know that. No. 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 A boss, huh? Okay. Seems like a good spot for a boss fight. Come on. Oh my god, why did they have to put bubbles in this section? It's already hard. Oh god. Jesus. Unreal. Unreal. Oh my god. Whew. Remember guys, it's not Dracula. Jeez, I'm getting schooled. I don't have enough. I'm boned. Yeah, that's gonna be hard. Bug. Alright, this is gonna be really hard then. Damn it. Yeah, that's tight. It's a lucky draw. Okay, I'm pretty sure she comes on top of me, I can do that. If I can just get it to line up right. I feel like I should have used maybe one of the other magics? I don't know. This is hard. I'm not sure what I'm missing. Now when I want to slide, it's not working. Shit. Like that, I should be able to kill her that way. If I can time it right. Whew. Have I considered punching? Yeah, that'd be good. Before... Let's see what... Before or after she comes on top of James. Love it. Not the frog. Not the frog! Like that. That should be my strategy. Instead... Fuck! This is not an effective strategy. That's not gonna work. Kind of drop on her. It doesn't really work. So this is my focus face when I stop talking. Alright, I need a different strategy here. Fuck! Fuck! The hitbox is very tricky there. You like have to get close to her, but not too close, or she'll hit you. Yeah, but how else do I hit him? You're saying don't use the spin kicks, prioritize dodging, but like I don't understand how else I can really hit this person. Seems to be the only place I can really hit them is if they come right next to you, and then I hate that I have to do all this again. See if we can get some more magic here. That would help. Because one thing I will say for this game, it lets you keep your magic. So if you die and you used all your magic to like to heal, you have it again when you start over. No, so once you upgrade the regular attack, it'll always do a second attack. Like right now, if I press it once, it'll do both attacks. There's no way to avoid. Once you upgrade, there's no way to avoid the second spin. And it sucks, because yeah, if you miss, then you're left out completely exposed, which you've seen happen a few times now. Whew. Alright. I don't know why that, like, caused me to stop breathing, but... it's a lot of focus. I'm trying to get as much magic as I can right now. I'm trying to be super jacked for the last fight. Okay, so far so good. What? Fuck that. Yeah, come on here. Kill you a little easier. Alright. Feeling good. Feeling great. Feeling good. Feeling great. Just getting bubble pummeled right now, but that's okay. We're gonna get through it. Oh boy. Okay. Whew. No! God, fuck you! I hate these stupid moves. You absolutely do not want it to do that. Absolutely did not want that to happen. Alright, let's give it another shot. Fuck! Fuck! It's God, so frustrating. Like, you absolutely do not need that move. It does not help you. It only kills you. In no way am I trying to fucking jump kick right there. So frustrating. Holy shit. Here we go. And it's like you need all your lives for that last boss. You guys saw how hard it was. And it's like, so that's what makes these kind of... Castlevania is the same way. It's like you're trying to conserve all your lives for the boss because it's really hard. But then, you know, the game doesn't always work how you want it to. Sometimes you fall to your death. Well, so much for my prediction about this being over soon. This last part has been way harder than I thought it would be. I remember it being pretty difficult, but not this difficult, honestly. I have beaten this game before. I think when I made that review, I beat it. Although I don't remember if I showed anything from the very end. I don't know. So funny because the video I watched earlier, and you know how that is, people who are like really good at these games beat it instantly, but I don't know what trick they use to beat these bosses in like a where they could just like press one button and it makes the boss stay in place and that kills them instantly basically. I don't know how they did it. Damn, that's so hard. It really shouldn't be, but holy shit. I was feeling pretty good, and now I'm in like a... starting to get frustrated. And I didn't even get back to the final boss on that run. That's how hard it is. I felt like I was really getting my magic up too. That's the unfortunate part. I was really trying to conserve there. C'est la vie. Nah, I don't have patience for that. We're not doing that again. Let's keep going. Speed this up here. Alright, here we go. No, 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 bastard! Holy shit, where the fuck did you come from? Brutal. Here we go. Here we go. It's like when I want to slide, it slides. When I don't want it to slide, it slides. Anytime I absolutely don't want it to do the jump kick, it does the jump kick. It like can't help itself. I can just tell the game is like, oh, maybe you press up or right or down. I don't know. Throw out the jump kick. Fuck, this is hard. Yeah, the one-way scrolling is pretty annoying. And I feel like it's actually worse here than it is in Castlevania. Where that feels like you know that you're kind of past the point where you can go back down. This feels like it's like you took one step up and then all of a sudden the floor is gone. Like you jumped up and then you fell back down and there's no floor. So it's like, oh, cool. It feels more like a trap than like an obstacle. Unfortunately, I do not have any break beers this time. Like I did with Bucky to get me through the hardest part. All the beers are gone. It's only cream sodas down here now. Motherfucker. This part is way harder than it looks. These guys take way too many hits, and they're actually very difficult to hit because of the way that this thing is set up. I don't think I've ever gotten through that without taking at least a little bit of damage. Slow and steady here, guys. Slow and steady. Fuck me! I'm about to fucking break this game. I cannot explain to you how broken that is. There's just zero chance in hell that's what I did. No way. No fucking way was I even close to doing anything like that. That's how insanely stupid that move is. It has no practical use. It looks awesome, but it has no practical use other than sending you to your death only in this level. It won't really be a problem in any other level because the other levels don't have this disappearing screen shit. It's like your best bet is just to not press any buttons at any time. Like that, I did not mean to do that stupid move. Unreal. Unreal. Happy birthday. This is what I choose to do for fun. It is actually still really fun. This game is driving me crazy right now, but it is still really fun. And I think I even talked about it in my review of this game, that like it's like a total breeze until you get to this part. A complete breeze. Nothing to it. Maybe you'll have a little trouble with the boss here and there, but like it's really nothing compared to this. No. Oh, James, you missed it. Damn it. Oh, God. No! What the fuck? I knew it was there. How could I not avoid that? That's such bullshit. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. There's no way I'm gonna beat this game. It's gonna drive me crazy first. It's gonna suck out my soul and drive me fucking insane first. No. What else is going on? You guys using that X? I hear it's really cool. That's what all the kids say. They say, you know, but X is cool. It's gotta be. just the name. It's X. I've never ever used Twitter, not once, and so I don't really know anything about. I've been following what's been happening because it's pretty funny, but as someone who doesn't use it, it doesn't really affect me other than it amuses me. But I'm just thinking about, like, that would be a real bummer if that was a platform not only that I use, but I use like professionally. That was like something I kind of had grown used to as far as like a way to make money, basically, to promote whatever I was doing, or to like, yeah, you know, build your brand or whatever the fuck people do. And so I kind of feel bad for people that have like invested a lot of time into it, because, you know, having invested a ton of time into this, if all of a sudden, you know, they're like, all right, YouTube is now called Blurble, and you can't do any of the things you want to, and you got to pay $20 a month in order to do the things you're used to, I'd be pretty pissed. Like, you couldn't watch any of the videos unless you were signed in or something, you know? I would be pretty mad because, yeah, I've invested a lot of time into it, so I don't want the platform to betray me, but Jesus. That motherfucker. No idea what the hell he's doing. What? Maybe this is the fastest way to kill myself. Let's see. Yeah, it is. You, Keyshared, did not miss anything because, well, you missed some technical difficulties, and now you've missed me struggling with the last level, so. I haven't really read an interview with him, with Elon Musk, where he explains why it's called X. I'm very confused about that. Like, what's the reasoning? I'm sure there's probably some like corporate embezzling scheme that works better if you change the name of the company you're trying to ruin. But like, I don't get it. Like it's a terrible name. You already had a popular name. I don't understand the point of it. I mean, I thought Meta was dumb, but you still... Meta is kind of like more the blanket for Facebook and Instagram and stuff. No one is just like, oh yeah, I was posted on my Meta today. You know, like no one uses it like that, but you have to use X that way. That's literally the name of it. And I'm sure like the hardcore Twitter people are just gonna keep calling it Twitter, but that ain't what it's called. There you go, look at that. Now I got you locked. Yeah, you come all the way out here. We don't want your friends. I have a buddy who named his kid Elon, and it was definitely because of Elon Musk. At the time when it seemed like he was like some Ayn Randian benefactor, you know? Some like billionaire genius who could do all this stuff. You know, he's gonna dig tunnels and revolutionize, you know, the automobile industry and the way we design cities and all that stuff. And I was like, cool, this guy's like, you know, finally someone of worth. And it's like, nah, he's just the same as the other weirdos. Tons of money, takes credit for everybody else's ideas. Super thin skin. And now that kid is named Elon forever. And thankfully you could probably attribute it to something else if you really wanted to, but that's definitely where his name comes from. Not like my kid, R. Kelly McConnell. That name will never go out of style. I like that you said you had an X in your name, and Dane said, "Are you DMX?" That's good. She's definitely gonna give it to you. Yeah, DMX came back from the dead to watch this stream. This is like a really easy fight, but it does require a lot of focus. That's why I get so quiet. Trying to make sure I time that little part right. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing about DMX. I feel like, you know, he obviously had his heyday as a rapper and actor. And then recently it was like you were starting to hear more about him. Like he was really into orchids. I saw an interview with him where he's talking about orchids. It was like really sweet, actually. And then I saw another interview with him where like he'd never used the internet before, like at all. And this the interviewer was basically explaining how Google worked, and he was like just fascinated by it in a way that only someone like DMX can be. Super over the top and like ridiculous, and it was really amazing. Oh, I didn't realize there's some life. But no, I can't get that. Let's just give up right there. No, don't you betray me now. You've been doing pretty good. Cruel. 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 Holy shit. It is just a barrage of shit flying around the screen. Oh my god. Oh my god. Where did that come from? Hold the fuck on. Hold the fuck on. There has not been one of those there. Hold on. I'm not crazy. I've played this level like 40 times now. Maybe it was there, and maybe I just didn't remember. I was doing so well in this playthrough, I thought this was going to be the one. and then I ran into this roadblock, which admittedly this is very much the hardest part of the stage, with these wizards and the bubbles, and then the there. Okay. It doesn't seem like, I think that maybe the first time I didn't really encounter the wizards too much, and this time they've really been destroying me. Wait, did I miss the... Are there Kickmasters in this house? Are there other masters in this house? Kickmasters? I'm gonna give it at least one more shot here. I can't stay up as late as I have been with the... Well, at least with the last stream. And it's funny because I chose this game thinking it really wasn't gonna be that bad. I was like, you know, it's my birthday. I'll pick something that's like a little simpler than what I was going to play, which was Castlevania 3, because I still haven't beaten it. And it's like, I'll save that for another time where I know I don't have anything to do the next day. But no, here I am playing another stream into the night. I've said it before, it's like one of those things, if I just like pause it and then came back to it tomorrow, I'd beat this in one try. Because all the muscle memory is there, but the like hand tiredness and frustration is all gone. Oof. Wow, that feels a lot more life. Okay. I was kind of debating whether the one magic or the other was better, but I think that's definitely better. Zoom past that. Why'd I have to get greedy? Is there sprite flickering? I've seen you guys mention that a few times. It doesn't look like it's flickering on my side. The like upgrades do. They kind of glow. But that it's always been like that. But like this guy, this purple guy here, he doesn't flicker at all. Alright. Alright. Take a second. Hold on. This is the hardest part. And I think before... I'm going to look it up while I'm waiting for a second. I'm going to look up, see if there's a good strategy on beating that last boss, so I can maybe speed this up here. Let's see. Let's see. Should drop down from the top, raise her hand, summon a bolt of energy, blah, blah, blah. Earthquake. I wonder which one is the earthquake medicine. Which one of these do you think is earthquake? That's a good question. If I don't beat it, you'll unsubscribe. Well, it's been nice knowing you. I'm trying to figure out which one is the earthquake. 20 MP. I think it's this one. We'll try it when we get to the boss and see if that helps. If we get to the boss. So far, that has eluded me. Just curious what's up here. I didn't actually look before. Alright, not shit. Come on. Stop blocking. Come on. When has this fucking happened? Not once has he done this. You dick. Oh damn, that filled up all my life. Oh, and used a shitload of magic, I see. That sucks. Alright, let's try it. Oh. God, it's so hard. Like, even though, oh god damn it, even though I have her pause, it's so hard to get closer without getting hurt yourself. That's better. That's better. If I can conserve my life here a bit, I think I can beat it. First, then I immediately take a bunch of damage. Fuck! James, what are you doing, you dumb asshole? It's like I can't even remember my own strategy. I just keep pressing random buttons. That one's tough. So, you really need to get her... You really need to get her above you. Because if she lands next to you, it's hard to explain, but you have to be perfect in how close you get to her. Getting like just close enough, it seems like you won't get hit. You get hit and you can't hit her. So it's a very tight window. It's much easier if she drops down above you. And you can just use your like up kick on her. No, stop doing that. That is no longer our strategy. That's pretty hard too. I cannot get her to go. I can't get her to go where I want her to go. No, it's... God damn it. Although that actually worked okay. Maybe I should just do that and then run over to her. Yeah, okay. Let's try this. No. No. Then I can't do the magic again. I think I have to just stick with this. Wow. I overthought it so hard. I had it. I overthought it way too hard. Did you say it sounds like the mating call of two calculators in heat? I said that. Unless I stole it from someone who didn't realize it. That was, I can't remember what that was from. It was from one of my reviews, though. I hope that's a reference, and you're not just reminding me of where I stole the joke from. Alright. Since you guys demanded to watch that one more time, that's exactly what we're gonna do, is watch that one more time. I had it, I was low on life, and I was just thinking, okay, do I have enough to, like, use the life potion, and then also have enough to keep attacking this way, because she's very hard to beat without that move. And the answer was I should have just kept going and not thought about it too hard. I might have still taken damage, but oh well. Fuck out of there. I'm wearing a new shirt. I don't know if you can tell, but my wife got me a new Run the Jewels shirt. I had one that I wore all the time, but I wore it out. It had tons of holes, more than a man of 41 can actively wear in public. So this one is much simpler. It just says Run the Jewels on my pocket, basically. The other one was like a huge chain that like went across my whole shirt. Let's see. There you go. Man, I've almost got full magic. That's crazy. Loading up. Oh shit, I didn't even realize I was low on life. I was so fucking focused. It's not the biggest deal, but not amazing. I would have liked to have had all my lives, but oh well. It's like safer not to attack. That's how crazy broken that move is. It's actually much safer to just run into enemies than it is to even attempt to press the B button at all. Because the odds of you accidentally sending yourself off a cliff are pretty high. There's also an advantage I just realized, like I need to heal here, because if I heal and I die, I get my magic back. Jesus. Damn it, I gotta stop doing that. Whee! Whew! That's so tight. Fucking set that thing on fire. The Kickmaster Thonalon disappeared, never to be heard from again unless Havoc should return. Cool. I don't know why he had to disappear forever after he saved the kingdom, but alright. Fellow video gamer. Oh. No. Who the fuck is Cal? That does look really great. It's such a strange color choice there. It's like a turquoise with like a bright ass brick red in the wings. I'm not going to play it again. I am curious if I can just tell the difference. As I melee. Well, the biggest difference is you don't... I guess you don't have your moves anymore. No, you don't. You lose them. Man, you really... Once you start using that drop kick, you cannot stop. That's I like have tried using it 3 times now. It seems about the same to me, but I don't know. No, thanks, dude. That's awesome. I was gonna say happy birthday back to you, but that's just because my brain is dead. But thank you. It's been a good one. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I don't think there's any great reason to play that again. Ken Lob, okay. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know what the second quest is, but yeah. So a lot of, I mean, obviously there's tons of interesting things about this game. It looks amazing. The music is great. Everything about the like textures and everything is really cool. The fighting mechanic is a really interesting idea. It just doesn't quite work. It like just doesn't quite work. You want it to work, but it just doesn't quite work. It's like an interesting concept that you can keep upgrading and like pressing different buttons, and the little demo at the beginning is... Yeah. That's all I got. I'm actually going to get some sleep after last week where I went to sleep at like 2 o'clock. So thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you to everybody who donated money, man. That's fucking awesome. I never expected it, and it's always awesome and appreciated, and it's something that it's not why I stream or anything, but it's like it's cool. Something I tell my wife, and she gets really excited because I don't think she necessarily thought this is something that would ever be happening, and it is pretty exciting. So, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna have a video next week. I'm a little burnt out. I kind of went, even though it was my birthday. Like the last few days, I've been going pretty hard trying to get videos stuff done. So, I think I'm gonna focus on some other stuff. I probably won't do anything for at least a week, maybe 2. So, look forward to that. I don't know what I'm going to play next week. I have a bunch of Super Nintendo games I haven't played yet that I got recently, so maybe I'll throw those in. Maybe some of the Famicom games I picked up. I have ways that I could play it on the NES, so we'll see. Yeah, thanks so much for being here. Thanks for all the birthday wishes. Super awesome. Until next time, bye.